Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. My name is Chanel, the owner of 3 Balls Handmade Soaps and More, and today I'm going to be showing you all how I achieved this beautiful color using some olive oil infused Alkanet root powder. So let's get started. Alright guys, so as always I have everything laid out here on the table, and today we're going to be working with some Alkanet root powder, which is this right here, and we're going to be infusing that. So I also have a mason jar up here, but as far as everything else, it's pretty much the same. So I'm going to go ahead and clean off my table, and then we'll go ahead and get started. Alright, so first things first, we're going to go ahead and do our infusion. Now, I like to do the hot oil infusion. You can always do the cold. It's just going to take a little bit longer. But right here, I'm just putting in 2 tablespoons of our Alkanet root powder. And then I added 16 ounces of olive oil. That was my oil of choice. You can use whatever oil of choice you choose. So now I'm just going to put the lid back on, tighten it up, and I'm going to give it a shake. Just shake it around to kind of get the powder from off the bottom and blend it up. It does look a little brown right now, but you will see later on that that color will change. I will link my other infusion videos down at the bottom. I'm not going to go into too much detail with this video right here. So now that my infusion is cooling down, I went ahead and measured up the rest of my recipe. And for this, I did replace, for this particular soap right here, I did replace 100% of my olive oil. Alright y'all, so here is our infusion all done. It's no longer brown. It's giving us a deep red, almost like a wine red color. And again, I'm replacing 100% of my olive oil with my Alkanet infused olive oil. So that's what I'm doing right now. And I forgot to tear my scale right here. I caught my mistake. I had to take it off, scrape it out. That's what you see me doing on the side. And I put the bowl back on the scale. Alright, so now that I have it back on the scale and everything is zeroed out, I went ahead and measured up the amount that I needed. So, and I will be showing you guys too at the end, near the end, what it looks like with 50% replaced. But right here, I'm just adding this into my cooled oils. Everything was cooled. I let this cool down to about 95 degrees. And that is because I did not add any clays, essential oils, or anything of that matter. I just wanted to see what I could achieve, which is plain old infused, like no scent, no anything else added in there, nothing, no scents, no clays, nothing. So right here, I'm pretty much just blending up making sure that I have the olive oil infused Alkanet root powder, blend it up all good with the remainder of my oils before I add in my water lye solution. So now that I have everything combined, I am just going to blend this until I reach my desired trace. And as you can see, it started to turn almost immediately, almost like a bluish color, kind of sort of, then like a green. And don't mind my phone, I was actually trying to do 2 things at once and make a TikTok video as well as this YouTube video. And so I'm just going to stick blend this until I reach my desired trace. And be sure, I don't know if I mentioned this already, I probably did, but be sure to stick around after I do the cut on this soap, because I show you what it looks like with 50% of the olive oil replaced. And the difference is literally like night and day. So but yeah, so I'm just gonna stick blend this until, like I said, I reach my desired trace. And right now I'm pretty much just trying to get out whatever air bubbles that are in there from me using my stick blender. And again, I did not put any clays in this soap. I did not use any essential oil. I wanted to see if I could achieve a beautiful color without it. I've worked with Alkanet root before and it was a mess for me. It did not turn out well for me. My color was, I've received brown, like a gray. It was just a mess. So I wanted to do it again without using any additives. And right here I am just pouring it into the loaf, and y'all look at this color. So once I got it all in the mold, I just gave it a quick little shake, tapped it on my table, and this is what we got. It's giving like a aqua greenish color right here. I actually wish it kind of would have stayed this color, but I knew that was not going to happen because Alkanet root is just one of those things to where it does what it wants to do. Alright, so it is the very next day, and y'all check out this color. It literally went from like a wine red to blue to green to now it's like this purplish color, almost like a grayish purple kind of right here. But needless to say, I'm very pleased with it. I did not get brown, so I will take it. Okay, y'all let me know what you think. If you have used Alkanet, this olive oil infusion before, what color did you get? Let me know down in the comments because I'm curious to know. Like I said, I worked with it before and it did not treat me this well, so I gave up on that color, on using the Alkanet root powder, but I decided to give it another go, so here I am. So right now I'm just trying to take it out of the mold. I hadn't used this test loaf in quite some time, so yeah, just bear with me, guys. But no, and while I tussle with this a little bit, I just want to say that I've heard that depending on your oils, that will determine like what color you get, and I'm pretty sure depending on, you know, your powder as well, your Alkanet root powder as well. But I've tried to use this at Trace. It was a disaster when I tried it before, like last year before last. It was a straight disaster. So that's what made me want to consider doing it in the olive oil infusion. And now that I got it out of the mold, looks like we got a full gel. So I'll take it, at least from the outside anyway. It looks like we got a full gel. So I'm excited about that. And y'all let me know what you think. What color do you see? Do you see gray? Do you see purple? Do you see purplish gray? What do you see? So right here, I'm just putting it in my cutter and we're gonna get ready to cut this up. And the color is definitely, to me, the color is giving purple right here. So, but yeah, I'm just gonna cut this and y'all just enjoy the cut. Look at there, you can see the two different colors, the lighter part and of course, you know, around the edges of it. So it's definitely, to me, like I said, it's definitely giving purple, but y'all be sure to let me know what color you see down in the comment section. But yeah, this soap right here, it was working with Alkanet is very interesting. That's a very, very, very interesting powder to work with. And if you're new to my channel, if this is your very first video, I am pretty much just lining up my soaps to stamp them, and I use saran wrap in between my stamp and the soap, which is what you see me doing right now, just to keep my soap from getting clogged with, just to keep my stamp from getting clogged with soap. So that's why I use the saran wrap. And there we have it, guys. This is the soap, but wait a minute, there's more. So be sure to stick around so that way you can see what it looks like at 50%. Alright, so now that you all have seen the color that I achieved when I used 100% of my Alkanet Infusion, I am now going to show you the color that I achieved with using just 50%. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you, me personally, I was not pleased with the color at all. So that's why I wanted to see, the difference at what it would look like at 100% compared to 50%. So right here, I'm just scraping out my infusion into my oils. And again, this right here was 50% of the infusion into the oils. And I'm just using this spatula to kind of like, blend it up before I go in with my stick blender and before I add in my water lye solution. And here is a much better view of the color change once I add in my water lye solution. I know my phone was blocking the way just a little bit before, but now you guys have a better view. And it immediately, did the same thing, except for it was, of course, a little bit lighter since we did go in with the 50%. And I just stick blended this, same way, just stick blend it until I reach my desired trace. And once I reached my desired trace, it was time for me to go ahead and add this batch to my mold. And as you can see, it's definitely a lighter green than, of course, than the 100% batch was. So, which that's expected. It's 50% compared to 100%. But this one right here seems like it's more green, whereas the other one seemed like I had a little bit of, like a hint of blue coming through there. And here we are, guys. So this is the color that I got the day that I poured it, but now check out this next clip. And here we are the very next day, and y'all look at that. I did not like this color at all. This right here was definitely on the gray side to me. I see more gray than anything. And I don't know if I mentioned this, but I made this one first, the 50%. I made the 50% one first, and I wasn't happy with this color, so I was like, okay, well, maybe I can try it and let me see what it'll give me at 100%. So the first part that you seen, that one was done actually the day that I cut this loaf right here. And this one right here was still just a little soft. Like I said, just a little bit. You can see my handprints on it from me trying to get it out of the mold. But yeah, I mean, it was fine when I cut it. It wasn't like too soft or anything like that. But I mean, from the looks of it, we did get a full gel. So that was always, well, that is always a plus, and I'll take it. But now I'm just gonna get ready to cut this up, and I'm gonna speed up the rest of this because I don't want to bore you guys. But I'm just gonna speed up the rest of this. And here we are, guys. This is the 50%, and in the next few clips you will see the two colors combined. Oh, well, not combined, but you will see them side by side. So right here, this is the 100% replacement. It's given more of a purple color, and right here is the two colors side by side, the 50 and the 100. And that's pretty much it today, guys. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely leave us a thumbs up. To all of our subscribers, thank you so much. If you have not subscribed, please consider doing so. We really do appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next video.